Charlotte Opie is escorted by her parents Simon and Trish and sister Olivia. Her most memorable moment is making All-American at UCA camp. After graduation, she plans to pursue a career in beauty industry after earning her cosmetology degree. She wants to share the following encouraging words. Remember, even when things feel hard and scary, try anyways. You are stronger than you think. Stay positive and never stop believing in yourselves. Next, we have 12 senior CB East Patriot football players. Alex White wears number 3 and plays wide receiver, kick returner, and cornerback. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Joanne and James, and his sister, Sandy. Alex's most memorable moment was the pregame nerves and feelings when East played Ridley his junior year. Alex's future plans are to attend college and study sports management or sports marketing. Ruben Bell wears number 4 and plays cornerback and wide receiver. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Ruben and Tiara, and his brother, Isaiah. His most memorable moment was catching his first touchdown versus Cheltenham his junior year. Ruben's future plans are to attend Carnegie Mellon University, where he will play football and study electrical and computer engineering. Michael Bova wears number 10 and plays quarterback. He is escorted by his parents, Tricia and Sal, and his siblings, Vincent, Adriana, and Nick. Michael's most memorable moment was the ESU football camp this past summer. His future plans are to attend college and study sports marketing. Timothy Gorman wears number 20 and plays running back and safety. He is escorted by his parents, Kathy and Mike Gorman. His most memorable moment was his senior year ESU camp. In the future, Timothy's plan is to attend college and major in finance. Joe O'Leary wears number 21 and plays offensive linebacker and wide receiver. He is escorted by his mom, Tracy, his dad, Dennis, and his sisters, Aiden and Mackenzie. His most memorable moments have been the senior pregame dinners this year. Joe's future plans are to attend a 4-year college and study supply chain management. Mark Whitman wears number 22 and plays linebacker and tight end. He is escorted by his parents, Janine and Paul, his brother Jack, and his sister Kate. His most memorable moments were the times he spent with his ESU quad in between practices at ESU football camp. After graduation, Mark plans to study architecture and construction management in college. Brady Colbert wears number 24 and plays receiver. He is escorted by his parents, Karen and Jason. His most memorable moments are going to senior dinners every Thursday and hanging out with the guys. Brady plans to attend a 4-year college and study business. Sam Pizzell wears number 42 and plays linebacker and tight end. He is escorted by his parents, Michael and Jasmine, and his brothers, Thomas and AJ. Sam's most memorable moment was rooming with his boys at ESU football camp. After graduation, Sam plans to attend college to study business. Magnus Figueroa wears number 56 and plays both offensive and defensive line. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Noel and Christine, and his siblings, Gunnar, Ariel Laura, and Hakin. Magnus's most memorable moment was committing to play Division I football. His future plans are to own his own business and retire young. Gavin Mulibi wears number 65 and plays center and defensive end. He is escorted tonight by his dad, Jim, and his mother, Megan. Gavin's most memorable moment was the East Stroudsburg University football camp and playing ball with all of his boys. After graduation, he plans to attend college and study business. Michael Baccanieri wears number 68 and plays offensive line. He is escorted by his parents, Joe and Natalie, his brother Matt and sister Gabby. Michael's most memorable moment was hanging out with his friends in the ESU dorms at football camp. Michael's future plans are to play football in college and study for a career in nursing. Timmy Furmeister wears number 55. He is the senior captain of the football team and plays defensive and offensive line. He is escorted by his mom, Julie, his sister, Laura, along with his stepmom, Kathy Phillips, and his dad, Tim. Timmy's most memorable moment was spending time with his boys in the ESU quad during football camp. After graduation, Timmy plans to attend Columbia University and play football. Congratulations to all of our senior cheerleaders and football players from CB East. Now let's go Patriots!
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believed they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I have stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion, it's an unbreakable pact. Justice will be swift, it'll be certain, and it'll be served. I'm Jennifer Shorn, and I will never stop fighting for Bucks County. Our families, our safety, our home.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Bensalem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
Proceeding paid for by Herron for Sheriff.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League Champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Kent's Tree Service, right here in Lower Bucks County, 23 years of Expert Tree Service Emergencies 24/7 service is your trusted professional for any tree service needs that you have. Kent's Tree Service, many years of experience successfully providing tree services here in Lower Bucks County and even parts of Montgomery County. Their whole team provides the utmost care when working on your property and are experts you can trust for any tree removal, tree trimming, lot clearing, and so much more. Bonded and insured, you can be assured of professional results from their highly experienced service professionals. Kent's Tree Service, quality tree service, right here in Lower Bucks County. Call them today at 215-547-9744. That's 215-547-9744. Kent's Quality Tree Service. 23 years of expert tree service.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
A proud supporter of Neshaminy Skins High School football on WBCB Sports is the N Club. Don't forget to visit the snack stand at the game tonight for some yummy treats and show your Neshaminy pride. Check out the Pride Wear tonight for all of your merchandise. And a special thank you to our sponsors: Chick-fil-A Neshaminy, Automotive Training Center, Bailey's Bar and Grill, Code 3 Records Artist Services, Fireside Inn, First National Bank of Newtown, Frank Ferry, JJKL Construction LLC, Patient First, Sandy's Beef and Ale, and Travel Services by Tiffany.
Winter weather is near, and 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County will make sure your home is ready for any harsh winter conditions. Whether it's heater replacement, repair, boilers, or furnaces, their top-notch service will make sure you'll never be left out in the cold with 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Call them today, 267-606-1622. That's 267-606-1622 for 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Your trusted heating and cooling expert in Bucks County for over 30 years. 1 hour heating and air conditioning. 267-606-1622.
No, I almost did, and then I asked the girl. Yeah, right.
Addison Delay, and the saxophone section. The introduction is a visual overview of the different states of matter. In part 1, we dive into the solid state of matter. Earth. We perform a medley of 3 pieces: Ripped and Wed by Julia Giroux, Little Blue by Jacob Collier, and Ocean Eyes, performed by Billie Eilish. Through these arrangements, the performances will showcase emotional nature of human beings, how emotions can come and go, and understanding and accepting our emotions for what they are, as we reach the climactic point with Julie Giroux's Ripped and Wed. We close our show with Imogen Heap's Last Night of an Empire. Gas is our last state of matter for this show. Gas presents as a free state of matter, taking up space wherever it goes. We connect to this state through stepping to the place, that we belong and being able to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. We also connect with the power to influence and belong. We are what we want to because I matter.
It was a Neshaminy game, remember? I missed it. We're at it, yeah. That's what dude, I'm wearing sweatpants. Where's mom going?
I think she's getting a picture of Nat and her parents.
Drum majors, is the band ready?
I'm showing the pictures. I said I'm sending to Natalie. She'll send me that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Neshaminy High School Marching Band.
Everything we are, everything we become, starts with a simple truth. We matter. From the core of our being to the ways we move through this world, we exist in different states. Solid, liquid, gas. Each one a reflection of who we are and who we choose to be. We begin grounded, solid, a state that holds shape, that holds strength, a foundation built to endure. Solid is structure, solid is truth, and like this state of matter, we rise.
A lot of glockenspiel players.
I was like,
no, the xylophone, glockenspiel. I headlined a ship. Man, you couldn't see me in the dry ice smoke, but so I was in there. I did not. I got biggest mouth somehow, but I had no line.
but strength also flows. Liquid, ever-changing, always moving. It curves and bends, adapting, reshaping, healing. Like water, we shift with emotion. Smooth, expressive,
Catch it like a drummer, like catch it in the air.
joy, sadness, love, doubt. They pour from us and shape who we are. And in these waves, we learn to accept, to understand, to feel. Liquid is not weakness. It is the power of vulnerability, the beauty of change.
I know. We just set the cones. Bring out the flag, please. Set the cones. Glockenspiel. Go. I need help.
Somebody want anything from the...
I have everything over here.
I might go... I want to go with you, but I'm scared to miss the... I gotta know.
I am emotion. I am liquid.
Hot take on the pants going up to his back. The pant. It's up here. Hot take. The court's up here. What's going on?
What do you guys want? Just a water. 2 waters. I think that's his I do water today. Yes. What do you know? His jacket that's over. Yes, please.
Oh my God! The pant goes. Where's the part going to his back? What do you want? Is it hot chocolate?
I'm nervous because
if they have a hot chocolate, even though it's 60 degrees,
yeah, like
you fell?
Dude, there's like a hole. They missed a hole. And I go, God damn it, that's a hole.
And then you like fell?
And I'm like, Fred, get your head in the game. Where's the money, right? So mom also here, I don't like to yell. And I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna put myself in timeout, right? So I started to leave. Mom's getting upset, right? I walk down, so we have the Diet Coke can right there. I'm walking. Boom. Everybody's quiet. No, I come back and once his words. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to miss. Wait a minute. There's a couple. They lost my stones.
Dude, Glockenspiel solo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Neshaminy High School Marching Band.
They're the other team. Yeah, they're the they're the pep band.
It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
From Patriot Field on the campus of Central Bucks East High School, we welcome you to Suburban One League National Division Football on WBCB Sports. And a pleasant good evening to all of you. Alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Gallagher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Nick, so great to be back with you for some Friday Night Lights as the Skins look to bounce back from their first National Division loss last week and also looking to move up in the playoff picture. Entering tonight, Neshaminy is slotted in the 9 spot in the District 1 Class 6A bracket, meaning they would have to go on the road in the first round, but a win tonight against a quality CB East squad who also would qualify for the postseason if it started this weekend, that would go a long way in positioning the Skins to get back in front of their fans at least one more time this year. And Nick, for Neshaminy to get back in the win column tonight, they're going to need a better game out of their offense. They were held to a season-low 7 points last week, and now going up against a Patriot defense that ranks 3rd in the division in points allowed. Michael Eckert and company are going to have to be on their A-game here tonight.
Yeah, and for Michael Eckert, it's really getting back to running the football. He does that so well. He's done that all well this season. This Neshaminy team, Jordan, as a whole, has run the ball extremely well this year. They were held to a season low last week in their loss against Penridge, only 109 yards on the ground. Going back to some of their other games, they've rushed for over 200 yards twice. They've rushed for over 170, 160, 190 yards, all victorious, and victories, I should say, and that's really what this team is really meant to do, and they could do. Michael Eckert also can throw it to the air. He's been very, very protective of the football this year. Had the one interception late in the game last week in that loss to Penrith, was trying to force something to happen. They were desperate and needed something to go through the air. So almost you don't count that interception because he was trying to do a little much there to get Neshaminy back in to tie that game. But he's got to get those legs moving, and he can scramble really well and can extend drives. That's what Neshaminy has to do. They cannot go 3 and out. You have to extend drives any means necessary against a CB East Patriots program tonight.
And then defensively for the Skins, they better be ready to stop the run. CB East runs the ball nearly 80% of the time, and they've got a stable of guys in the backfield who can torch you on the ground. It starts with their tight end turned quarterback, Hunter Pulford, just a sophomore who in his first year as the starter has accumulated over 300 rushing yards to this point. And when Pulford hands it off, guys like Asher Green, Chase Ingram, and Liam Hoey are all very capable of going off as well.
Yeah, this Patriot team, how do you want to attack them if you're Neshaminy's defense tonight? Well, you want to try to stack the box, maybe bring a single high safety, show a single high safety, bring that extra man to really stack it against the Patriots, and try to see what they could do. Now, they can throw it through the air. You don't want, if you're Neshaminy, to be caught with your pants down and for them to throw it over the top and you got your man-to-man one-on-one coverage on the outside. That's something you got to be really careful on when you do that. But you got to know that this Patriots offense is going to run the ball, and they're going to run it as much as they can down your throat each and every drive to keep them and their offense going tonight.
A pair of 5-2 teams set to do battle here in Doylestown Will it be Neshaminy getting back on track? Or can Central Bucks East ground and pound their way to victory? Stay tuned to find out, because kickoff between the Skins and Patriots is coming your way next on WBCB.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems, and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
Winter weather is near, and 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County will make sure your home is ready for any harsh winter conditions. Whether it's heater replacement, repair, boilers, or furnaces, their top-notch service will make sure you'll never be left out in the cold with 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Call them today, 267-606-1622. That's 267-606-1622 for 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Your trusted heating and cooling expert in Bucks County for over 30 years. 1 hour heating and air conditioning. 267-606-1622.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time, where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
2025 Central Bucks East Patriots with head coach John Donnelly.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Brought to you by the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, St. Mary Medical Center, Jennifer Shorn for DA, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, Rob's Automotive and Collision, BCWSA, Fred Herron for Sheriff, Kent's Tree Service, the N Club, Sandy's Beef and Ale, Peruzzi Buick GMC, PIAA District 1, the Irish Rover Station House, and the Trentonian. Back from Doylestown, both teams, their captains are at center field right now for the coin toss. Neshaminy, they have won the toss, and they say, we want the football, Nick. Nick Felis, he saw his team only score those 7 points last week, and he wants his guys to go on offense to begin the night.
Yeah, and if you're Neshaminy, you definitely want the ball in this. You want to avenge that 7 points against Penridge last night, on your home field last week, I should say. And you want to set the tone early in this game on the road. You've been on the road most of the season so far. Neshaminy trying to make a statement against a top 15 in the PIAA standings in this CB's Patriots team.
Yeah, both of these teams, if the season ended tonight, would qualify for the playoffs. Neshaminy would be the 9 seed. They would have to go on the road and play Haverford. CB East, they're currently slotted in that 13 spot. They'd have a real tough game against Council Rock South. But the season does not end tonight. Still 3 more games to go. And Neshaminy looking to get back in the win column. 14-7 they lost last week against Penridge in a game that really felt like a playoff game the entire way throughout. It was senior night at Heartbreak Ridge. The crowd was electric. And Nick, like you mentioned in the pregame, Neshaminy just not quite enough. Michael Eckert throwing that interception in the end zone in the final 20 seconds. That sealed the deal. That was the Skins' second loss of the season. But this is a new week, and Cole Wojnicki is the kicker for Central Bucks East. Back deep to receive for Neshaminy is a player that's not going to get to, as this one's fair caught around the 27-yard line. Lucas Stewart was the up man to bring that one in, and so out trots Michael Eckert and this Neshaminy Skins offense. Eckert this season completing his passes at just over a 70% clip. He's 89 for 127, 1,310 passing yards, 18 touchdowns through the air. That doubles his total from last year, and just 2 interceptions, also 404 rushing yards as well. He'll be in the shotgun all night, and on 1st and 10, first play from scrimmage, Eckert back to pass, fires, and it's through the hands of Brock Williams. Well, Williams had one of the more impressive touchdown catches last week, falling to the ground with his defender draped all over him. You'd like to have that first play here tonight back.
Yeah, early consideration for catch of the year across high school football in Bucks County for Brock Williams.
On 2nd and 10, to the ground with Carter Klee. He's got space. Carter Klee down the sideline. He's going to outrun them all. And Klee will take it into the end zone. 74 yards. Carter Klee starts the night with a bang, and it's 6-0 Skins.
Well, we talked about the running game for Neshaminy. They established that right away. Second play from scrimmage. Carter Klee takes it to the house. His 5th rushing touchdown of the year, and Neshaminy goes in front first.
I believe that's the longest rushing touchdown of the year for Carter Klee as well. He hit that hole in the left side of the offensive line, and he was gone. And before this extra point, we've got whistles, and I think Neshaminy was lined up at the wrong spot. They were lined up a little too close.
Number 99, Kevin Miranda.
Steven Busick out to add the extra point. And the southpaw kicker bangs it through. And 17 seconds into this game, Neshaminy on top 7-zip. They took 2 plays, 74 yards. And after that first play, Nick, obviously very early in this game, but Brock Williams dropping an open pass, it just went right through his hands. And then the momentum just completely flips.
And that's what Carter Khalid can do to you on the outside when he hits that sideline and he's going north to south runner, and he is just incredible with his burst of speed, outrunning the defense there of the Patriots, getting to the outside and taking care of business going to the house.
Puts him over 750 yards for the season. His longest run before that was 47, and he gets the inverse at 74. Alex White back deep to receive for Central Bucks East. The Patriots will get the football trailing 7-0, not even 30 seconds gone. Busick with a good-looking kick, fielded by the senior White inside the 15. He starts up the middle. He gets through the initial wave, and then he's brought down across the 35 by Mike Sassano.
Return by number 3, Alex White.
Well, it is senior night here at Patriot Field in Doylestown. Alex White was one of 12 Patriots honored before this game. And so here comes the CB East offense, led by their sophomore quarterback, Hunter Pulford. Pulford certainly a run-first guy. He's 33 of 60 through the air, 398 yards, just 1 touchdown. On the ground is where he does his damage. 77 carries, 317 yards, 7 TDs. And the first play from scrimmage for Central Bucks East is a run up the middle to Liam Hoey. He takes it to the 41. It's a gain of 5.
CB East averaging 25 points per game coming into tonight's contest. And as Jordan mentioned, top 3 defense in the SOL, giving up about 13 points per game. And Neshaminy quickly putting a dent in that one. It was their 7-0 lead.
For Hoey, that was just his 13th carry on the season. Here's a reverse play that'll get to the 45. That time it was Owen Metzger with the run. It's a gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. It's kind of running back by committee, and a lot of these players for CB East that are going to get the football are very capable, but they've lost their leading rusher, Mike Price. He went down in the game against Central Bucks South in Week 4. Hasn't played since. Same play. That time it was Tommy Seiler.
By number 47, Frank Anthony.
And he got very close to the line of gain, and they're going to give him the first. So it's a gain of 2. That's exactly what he needed. Tommy Seiler, the 5'8 junior, taking that handoff.
Well, we know this Patriots offense loves to run the football. 21 touchdowns on the ground, over 1,400 yards for the season.
1st and 10, quick throw, pass complete across the 50. Owen Metzger, the tight end, for a gain of 7. Oftentimes, that's what it's going to look like for Central Bucks East when they throw the football. Quick strikes, a lot of single back formations, and oftentimes, Nick, it's going to look like you're watching the Armed Forces schools, the way Central Bucks East likes to run their offense.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. I was going to say that, too. I mean, it is. Just those quick passes set up their short yardage situations on the ground, and it sets their offense up well.
2nd down and 4 from the 46. Pulford in the shotgun. He'll give it to Liam Hoey, looking for an edge. He gets it, and he's got the first. Able to elude the tackle of Tristan Rivera, not something that players have done with ease this season. And so Liam Hoey on his first 2 carries, getting some good yardage, and he's got it to the Neshaminy 40.
Hoey, 6 carries last week in their victory against Abington, 86 yards. As the Patriots rushed for 330 yards on the Galloping Ghost, 5 rushing touchdowns last week.
Yeah, big-time win for CB East, 49-7. Hunter Pulford only needed to throw the ball 9 times in that game. This time it's a handoff to Hoey. He takes it over the left side. and he's tackled around the 37. It's been Liam Hoey and Tommy Silers to this point. You'll see Alex White, Chase Ingram, Asher Green mixed in as well. Asher Green's actually been their bell cow running back since the injury to Mike Price. Well, Asher Green, he's over on the sideline. He's in sweats, so unavailable for tonight's game, one would imagine, as Seiler this time gets stacked up, and Neshaminy was able to snuff out that outside run. And now 3rd down and 7 upcoming for CB East. You're in no man's land. This could be 4-down territory. For Neshaminy, they're 4-2 in the Max Preps era, which goes back to 2004 against these Patriots. Collected a 24-13 win at home last season. It's Neshaminy's last win of the year. They went on to drop their final 3. 3rd and 7. Pulford, he'll keep it himself for the first time. Barrel forward to the 35. Not much doing. It looked like you tripped. It'll bring up 4th down and 5. And now decision time for Patriots longtime head coach John Donnelly. Offense staying on the field. They're going to go for it. 4th and 5 from the Neshaminy 35. On 4th and 5, Pulford to the air for the second time. Caught Ruben Bell on the wide receiver screen. He's got just enough. Carson Schneider was waving his arms saying he didn't get there. But it's a 6-yard gain for Ruben Bell, another one of those seniors that was honored before the game. That moves the chains on 4th and 5. And if you're Central Bucks East, those are the plays you got to have.
Yeah, and those are the plays that are really good against the Neshaminy defense. Those quick screens, Neshaminy's had a very tough time all season with those quick passes, screen passes, slants, and things like that. It really kept their defense off.
1st and 10, Hoey again, stays on his feet. Down to the 22-yard line. It's another nice gain on 1st. It's a pickup of 7. Liam Hoey, really the 3rd string running back. But when you've got a squad that's as deep as Central Bucks East is at that position, even your 3rd string guy, he can produce.
Yeah, and it's tough for the Patriots. I mean, you got Price, you mentioned, is in street clothes tonight. Asher Green in street clothes. Price is injured, combined with 9 touchdowns and over 600 yards on the ground between the two of them. So big job tonight for Liam Hoey to fill in for them.
Pulford's alone. This could be a quarterback draw. That's exactly what it is. Hunter Pulford right up the gut, near the 20. And they're going to give him 2 yards on that carry. It'll set up a 3rd down and 1. Hunter Pulford last week, 6 for 9, 69 yards and a touchdown through the air. 10 carries, 57 yards and a touchdown on the ground. A lot of times, Nick, when CB East gets close to the red zone, you'll see backup quarterback Mike Bova come in. He has 2 touchdown passes and 3 total completions. 3rd and 1, quarterback sneak. And on that second effort, the sophomore Pulford is going to have enough for the 1st.
Quarterback sneak by number 45, Hunter Pulford, is enough for a CB East 1st down.
So far, CB East has had their way on the ground, getting anything they wanted to. Neshaminy has not been able to slow them down or get them any 3rd and long situations.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 18. Another handoff, it's Hoey, and nothing doing that time on 1st down. Dan McGarity coming up from that strong safety spot to make the tackle.
Handoff to number 6, Liam Hoey.
McGarity, he's a guy that's being asked to do a lot more here as the season goes along. He was on the coaches' roundtable that Chris Ermer was hosting from Sandy's Beef and Ale on Wednesday. Nick Felix was talking about McGarity, saying that he's being asked to play down in the box more, and he's really stepped up, and the stats bear it out. 8 total tackles and a TFL last week against Penridge. 2nd and 8, Pulford to the air, jump throw, and it got deflected at the line of scrimmage by Milo Makes.
Hunter Pulford's pass falls incomplete.
That's a play that is used a little more often than you would think in the Central Bucks East playbook. That jump pass by Pulford. Just a sophomore, hasn't quite grown yet. And maybe that's sometimes, that's just what you got to do to get it over these big offensive linemen. It goes awry that time, and here's 3rd down and 8. Hoey goes in motion. Pulford will keep, and he'll take it near the 10. McGarity with another tackle. Pulford's going to be about a yard, maybe 2 yards short.
He's brought down by number 6, Tristan Rivera.
The way this drive has gone for CB East, they've been able to just get these small chunks, and they're moving the sticks at a very methodical rate. And no question that John Donnelly, he's going to leave the offense out there for 4th down, a drive that has now eclipsed 8 minutes. Neshaminy's defense with a chance to get off the field, allowing nothing to come of it. Pulford has other ideas. Play clock's down to 7. On 4th and 2, it's a give. It's Liam Hoey, and he's got enough for the first. Down to the 7. He needed 2, and he got 3.
Number 6, Liam Hoey. A short gain is enough for a CB East 1st down.
So far, Nick, this looks very similar to the game last week. Henrich, they collected 143 rushing yards, but their longest run of the game was just 12. Neshaminy's defense did a fine job against them, but sometimes you just get worn down on drives like this.
Yeah, you can, especially early in the game. And come by the 4th quarter, this is what the Patriots are doing. You're going to be quite tired out there.
1st and goal from the 7, right back to Hoey, right up the gut, and he is into the end zone. Central Bucks East does it mostly on the ground. That ground and pound style works to their advantage, and they cap off a drive of nearly 9 minutes with a touchdown. It's a 7-6 ball game. They're an extra point away from evening the score.
On the kick for your Patriots, number 34, Cole Wojnicki, number 10, Mike Bowman.
Cole Wojnicki, the 6'2 sophomore, looking to even this game up at 7. And a beautiful kick that time. It's up and good. Wojnicki nearly automatic on those PATs. And so with 2:47 to play in the first quarter, we've got a tie score, 7-7. And don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Great food, fine spirits, and good times are always on the menu at the Irish Rover Station House in Langhorne, opposite the SEPTA train station. The Irish Rover is your home for all Philly sports, and happy hour every Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Indoor and outdoor dining and takeout is available. The Irish Rover Station House, 1033 South Bellevue Avenue in Langhorne, opposite the SEPTA train station.
Number 34, Cole Wojnicki. Back deep for Neshaminy, number 24, Caden Weaver.
Caden Weaver is the deep man. We've seen Brock Williams and Mike Sassano typically splitting times as the returner, but Caden Weaver, who's been used few and far between, he's been used much more intermittently this season as he was last year, getting a chance on special teams. It's another short kick from Wojnicki, and it's juggled by Stewart. He falls on top of it. And Lucas Stewart catches a break that football didn't bounce too far away from him. And Neshaminy's actually going to end up with favorable field position and maybe some heart palpitations as well.
Well, if that's to throw Neshaminy off, I mean, job well done by the Patriots special teams unit there. But you don't want to get this Neshaminy offense a short field to work with because they can make you pay.
Offense back out there. They took just 2 plays to get in the end zone last time. Eckert ducks underneath one man, and he's already got more rushing yards in this game than he did all of last week. Michael Eckert to the 48-yard line. He needed 10, he got 10. They're going to say he was about a half a yard short, so 9.5 on the carry for Eckert. 2nd and inches. Eckert, pocket collapsing. He's going to step up, and he's going to go down. Magnus Figueroa with the sack. It's a loss of about
Number
2.
56, Magnus Figueroa with the quarterback sack. Loss of 1 on the flag.
Neshaminy's offense in the hurry-up. Looking to move the chains and avoid that 3 and out. Handoff Klee, he'll move him, and he'll move some defenders along with him into Patriot territory for a first down. Well, as it is week in and week out, but especially against Central Bucks East, valuing the football is very key against this Patriots squad. They average over 2 turnovers forced per game. 1st and 10. Eckert in trouble again. Slinging it incomplete in the direction of Mike Sassano. He flashed open across the middle, but the throw was just out of his reach.
Ball was incomplete. Intended for number 11, Nick Sassano. Brings up a 2nd down and 10.
A lot of those takeaways that I mentioned for Central Bucks East, they come by way of fumbles. They have 11 fumble recoveries on the year, just 4 interceptions for the backfield. 2nd and 10, there was movement, and 2nd and 10 is going to become 2nd and 15.
Ball start on the offense. 5-yard
That was a bit of a storyline for Neshaminy last week. They cleaned up the penalties a little. 6 for 40 yards after they had 8 penalties against Central Bucks West in a game that was just filled with flags. Second and 15, East stacks the box. It's a pitch play. It's Klee. He's got a block. He's got space. He's got another big-time run. He's into the red zone, and Carter Klee has it going early.
Pitch to number 5, Carter Klee. He's brought down by number 5, Jake Falco.
Down to the 15-yard line. And a gain of 38, and behind the play, there's an injured Patriot.
1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
And while they tend to him, we'll step aside. Neshaminy looking to answer right back. 90 seconds to play first quarter. We're locked at 7 here in Doylestown.
Officials timeout on the field for
A proud supporter of Neshaminy Skins high school football on WBCB Sports is the N Club. Don't forget to visit the snack stand at the game tonight for some yummy treats and show your Neshaminy pride. Check out the Prideware tonight for all of your merchandise. And a special thank you to our sponsors: Chick-fil-A Neshaminy, Automotive Training Center, Bailey's Bar and Grill, Code 3 Records Artist Services, Fireside Inn, First National Bank of Newtown, Frank Ferry, JJKL Construction LLC, Patient First, Sandy's Beef and Ale, and Travel Services by Tiffany.
Number 34, Cole Winicky, the injured player on the
Coach
field.
Nicky was the one who was down. The kicker for the CB East team also mixes it up on defense. That would be a big loss. He was able to get up and walk off under his own power. You lose your kicker, though. Create some interesting special team scenarios. And after the 38-yard run by Carter Klee, he's already over 100 yards for this first quarter. Neshaminy looking to make it 2 for 2. Eckert gives to Klee, eludes one man, has a burst, looking to get to the outside. He's still on his feet. And Carter Klee is into the end zone for his second touchdown of the quarter. And that one, he had to dance and prance to go those 15 yards, and Neshaminy goes back on top. It's 13-7.
Carter Klee doing just what Carter Klee does best, making tackles miss, evading defenders, and finding the end zone. His 6th rushing touchdown of the season. And Neshaminy already eclipsing last week's total in rushing yards in just 2 drives.
Steven Busek knocks the extra point through. It's 14-7, Skins on top. So we've yet to see a drive that didn't end with a trip to the end zone. And you mentioned Neshaminy already with more rushing yards this week than they had all of last week. Well, Carter Klee, he's got almost all of them. Michael Eckert has 9 yards on the ground so far. But Carter Klee is now up to 127 in 3 carries. 1 for 74, 1 for 38, and 1 for 15.
Well, you got one team, Jordan, so far in the Patriots that can hold the football, dominate long drives like they did in their opening drive, and got Neshaminy, who was given a short field, and they made the Patriots pay, and that time taking it to the house in their first 2 drives.
Damian Castro out for this kickoff. And now the Skins defense is going to be tasked with stopping this CB East running game. Fielded by Alex White, who fakes the reverse. White still has it down the far sideline. Alex White waves goodbye to everybody, taking it to the house. Some trickery. Alex White, we do have a flag that comes in late. And CB East with the quick strike response to get it back to a 1-point game. It's 14-13. First quarter's got a little bit of everything. There's still a flag, by the way, that's sitting right around midfield. CB East is lined up for this point after, and I think they're just going to pick up the flag. Wait. We've got whistles now.
The official was looking at the Neshaminy bench. Nick Felis down there trying to figure out what's going on from the official.
Where the flag was, it was right along the sideline. Almost makes me think it could just be a sideline warning. We haven't had any official announcement yet. And CB East is getting ready for this extra point. And I don't think they should be, because the officials are still talking this one over. While they do that, I'll let you know that PIAA District 1, they're still looking for officials for all sports. And if you're interested, you can visit PIAA.org. No signal came of that conversation.
It's funny how the head official was still figuring out what was going on with Neshaminy, and the other officials, the side judge and the back judges, were setting everything up for the PAT.
It's a personal foul against Neshaminy and a personal foul against CB East, which offsets, and the result is a touchdown.
Personal foul on both CB East and
maybe I could be that official.
If you want that pressure from screaming fans, yeah, buddy, do it.
I don't know. I think it's easier up here. It's a lot warmer in the press box.
That it is.
Cole Wojnicki makes good on the extra point, and it's locked at 14. 47 seconds to play in quarter number 1. And so CB East, after they just go methodically down the field on their first drive, their offense doesn't even get a chance there before what would have been their second. Is Alex White. I think Neshaminy got a little thrown off by the fake reverse. He faked like he was going to lateral it to Ruben Bell. But White held on to the football and took it the distance. That's the first kickoff return for a touchdown that Neshaminy has allowed this year. In a season where, at least in WBCB and our coverage area in Bucks and Mercer County, there's been a lot of special teams scoring going on this season. It's the first one we've gotten a chance to see. Wojnicki almost lined up for the onside kick, and this one goes off the helmet of a Skin, and it's going to be recovered by CB East. It was hit off the helmet of Kevin Mullins, and CB East recovers, and it's very clear who's winning the special teams battle here early on.
CB East, a gutsy call on their previous kickoff with a squib kick. Set up Neshaminy with a short field. They go again, but to the other direction. And really, Neshaminy was caught off guard, could not possess the ball there. CB East comes away with the fumble, bounces in their direction near their Utman, and they're back in business offensively. Short field for them to work with on their second drive.
So in the final minute of this first quarter, everything going right for the Patriots, and it's all been because of their special teams. About back-to-back plays of a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then a successful onside kick. And And the Neshaminy defense, which seemingly has been on the field for the entirety of the last 3 quarters that they have played, has to go right back out there. Pulford rolls, going deep, has a man, it's incomplete! Oh man, right through the hands of Owen Metzger, who had an easy touchdown if he could bring that one in. That would have been just the icing on this first quarter cake. If Pulford was able to connect with Metzger, it was a perfect ball. This isn't really a big play Central Bucks East offense, and they almost hit one right there.
We talked about how Pulford just doesn't throw it that much, only 50% completion percentage, as they get behind Neshaminy's defense, wide open man, and unable to connect on what could have been.
2nd and 10. This time it's a quarterback draw, and Pulford slips through the defensive line, and Mike Sassano was there to bring him down with a nice-looking tackle, but it's a gain of 9. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. I mentioned that this Neshaminy defense, seemingly they've been out there for really the last 3 quarters. Penridge last week, they ran 29 of the first 37 plays in the second half. Then Neshaminy went on a 12-yard drive that ended in that interception. And so far, Neshaminy's offense has only been out there for, what, like 6 plays in this one?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
3rd and 1, they got the playoff before the expiration of the clock. Pulford makes good. He's into Neshaminy territory with another CB East first down. And the next series will come in the second quarter. Very entertaining first 12 minutes of play. We're locked at 14. CB East looking for their first lead of the contest. Second quarter of action when we come back here on WBCB.
Winter weather is near, and 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County will make sure your home is ready for any harsh winter conditions. Whether it's heater replacement, repair, boilers, or furnaces, their top-notch service will make sure you'll never be left out in the cold with 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Call them today, 267-606-1622. That's 267-606-1622 for 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Your trusted heating and cooling expert in Bucks County for over 30 years. 1 hour heating and air conditioning. 267-606-1622.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
Back to action here in Doylestown. Locked at 14 as we begin the second quarter. Alongside Nick Gallagher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Pulford, he'll hand it off. This time it's Tommy Seiler getting shot down by Mike Sassano.
Number 33, Tommy Seiler.
A lot of east to west running that time, and it goes for just a gain of 1. And now 2nd down and 9. Well, there's already been more points scored in this game than there were all of last week. 28 total points in that first quarter after 21 through the full 48 minutes when it was Neshaminy and Penridge a week ago at Heartbreak Ridge. 2nd and 9, Mike Bova is the quarterback. He'll keep it himself, and he gets trucked. Big time hit by Luke Howell, who's missed the last couple of games with an injury.
He's brought down by number 80.
That was his I'm back moment. Liam Brittingham, the sophomore, did a nice job filling in for Howell the last couple of games. But Brittingham wasn't making hits like that. And it brings up 3rd down and 7. Pulford back in at quarterback. Neshaminy puts 8 in the box. Pulford will keep, and that was a well-designed play from defensive coordinator Mitch Cohen. Dan McGarity makes the tackle. They put 8 in the box, and it's very tough if you're going to run up the middle, staring at that defense. It'll bring up 4th down and 3. Well, CB East, they're already 2 for 2 on these 4th down tries, and they're going to look to make it 3 for 3.
Brings up a 4th down and 3 from the 41-yard line.
Neshaminy's given up 3 consecutive fourth downs if you go back to the third quarter of last week. Pulford right up the gut once again. He's close, and I think he's going to be short. Carson Schneider met him just shy of the first down marker, and Neshaminy will take over, and that is the big-time defensive play that unit needed.
This has been a battle of the trenches, both teams running the football effectively early in this game, and CB East was having their way on their first drive, and the Neshaminy D-line makes a stand, a big stand after a CB East onside kick recovery to stall out their next drive as the Skins take over here.
We'll see if that play changes anything for Neshaminy when they go back on defense, because they've struggled stopping the run these last 5 quarters. Eckert to the air, screen play. Brock Williams looking to make something happen. And he dives forward, he's close to the marker. We'll see where the official spots it. It's going to be about a yard, maybe 2 yards short. Bring up 2nd down and 2. Oftentimes, that's a drive-starting play for Neshaminy. Get a receiver an easy catch. Eckert pulls this time. He's got the first down. He makes a cut, and he's down to the 45. And a slippery-looking 7 yards for Eckert on the ground.
Michael Eckert, the ball carrier.
Neshaminy quickly into Patriot territory. Eckert only had 3 yards on the ground last week. Penridge did a real nice job containing him. 1st and 10 to the air, slinging it for Brock Williams, and that time he brings it down. Williams across the 30 to the 26. Ruben Bell there to make the hit, and Williams gets some redemption after he saw the first pass to him go through his hands on a very similar play. Skins aren't waiting around to move their offense. Williams, his 3rd catch on this drive, goes for short yardage to the 22. That's a pickup of 4 for Williams. Looks like they're going to give him the 21, so he gets half of what he needed. Nope, now they're going to move that down marker back.
Gotta love the up-tempo offense for Neshaminy. They haven't run it too much this season. They must have saw something they liked this week on film to try to run it here against the Patriots.
Another screen play, and that one is dropped. Williams was going for his 4th catch on this drive, that is. Instead, it's his 2nd drop of the evening. And just like that, the Neshaminy offense that was rolling now needs a 3rd down conversion from 6 yards away.
Won't be surprised if they try to run it here. They set up a 4th and short.
There it is. It's a pitch play. It's Carter Klee, who's been explosive in this game. Not that time. He's got 5. And now 4th down and 1. And I don't think it's going to take a mind reader to understand what Nick Felis is going to do here. We do have another injury, however. There's another Patriot that's down. So before this 4th and 1 play, we'll take another break. Neshaminy driving, looking to take the lead back. 8:27 to play, 2nd quarter here in Doylestown.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Bensalem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
Proceeding paid for by Herron for Sheriff.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
It was the big defensive lineman, senior Magnus Figueroa, who was down for CB East, and he's getting some help off. Well, Figueroa helps anchor a real stout defensive line that's led by Tim Firmeister, the 6'4" senior Haven't called his name yet today, Nick. He's committed to Columbia. Firmheister, 17.5 tackles for loss this season. Neshaminy's done a good job keeping him under wraps. We've got some fireworks going off over this Neshaminy end zone. Carter Cleaves provided some fireworks. Lowers the shoulder. He's got enough for the first down to move the chains. That was 4th and 1.
Short gain in the play is enough for a Neshaminy first down.
And so Neshaminy keeps the drive alive. Those fireworks were coming like from the parking lot that's over there.
You can see where they were coming from.
1st and 10, Neshaminy on the 15. Eckert for the end zone, it's caught. Brock Williams, redemption again. 15-yard touchdown strike, and for the 2nd consecutive game, Brock Williams has himself a touchdown catch, and Neshaminy goes back on top. It's 20-14.
Both teams trading blow for blow in this matchup early on. Brock Williams, his 5th receiving touchdown of the season. Eckert's 19th passing touchdown as Neshaminy jumps back out on front.
Busick will look to make it 3 for 3 on these PATs. And he does just that. Right down the middle, it's 21-14. And Nick, that was the Brock Williams drive. 4 catches, 2 drops. But all in all, he's going to be happy with how it ended.
Yeah, just getting in some space, and that's what Brock Williams does best. Behind the defense, uses his speed to his best ability, and gets behind the or ahead of the defender. And usually Eckert finds him there, usually around the end zone. And a great throw too from Michael Eckert to his wide receiver.
Well, it's pretty clear that Williams is becoming Eckert's favorite target in this game. He hasn't gone to anybody else. At least he hasn't completed a pass to anybody else. Before this kickoff, Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. Right now at Peruzzi Buick GMC, it's a year-end clearance sale on GMC Sierras, 20% off MSRP on Peruzzi's entire inventory of Sierras. You can find them Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills. Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. The last kickoff went awry. Alex White returned it for a touchdown. This one might get sent in the direction of Ruben Bell, who's also back there. Yep, there it is. It's a good-looking kick, fielded by Bell on the back pedal at the 5. He'll start up. They run that reverse flip play, and Bell this time tackled across the 20.
Ruben Bell on the return out to the 23.
And a good-looking hit by Mason Ponist, one of the special team stars for the Skins. And they covered that kickoff a whole lot better.
Yeah, fool me once, fool me twice. You're going to make adjustments.
This drive will start from CB East 23. And you go back to how that last defensive drive ended for Neshaminy with the 4th down stop by Carson Schneider. They're hoping that flips the momentum. Neshaminy hasn't really allowed any big plays over these last couple of games, but Penridge was able to just chip away on the ground. That's what you saw CB East do on their first drive that resulted in a touchdown. That's what they were doing on their second drive before Carson Schneider said enough of that.
And go back to that Penridge game last week. Penridge was averaging 30 points per game, and Neshaminy small moral victory, only giving up 14 in that one.
It's an inside handoff, not much doing there for Central Bucks East. It's a gain of a yard. Carson Schneider records another tackle.
Handoff to number 20, Tim Gorman.
That was Tim Gorman with his first carry of the game.
Gain of 1 on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 9.
Mentioned it, right? It's running back by committee. No Mike Price, presumably for the foreseeable future for CB East. Despite only playing in a little over 4 games, he's their leading rusher. Pulford got it away and got it complete. He was falling to the ground, and he made the connection with Owen Gratz. Just got the throw off, and Gratz pulls it down. Well, CB East, for a team that doesn't really utilize the air attack all that often, Gratz really making his presence felt right there.
Yeah, and credit to the sophomore Hunter Pulford on that throw, getting chased by the Neshaminy D-line, able to adjust, set his feet, and still get that throw off for a big completion for the Patriots.
So now 1st and 10 from their own 41. Pulford, he'll keep it himself. And he's got a gain of 3 to the 44. Well, Hunter Pulford came into this game 77 carries. That led the way for CB East. He averaged just over 4 yards per carry. And if you're doing that, you're going to be moving the chains pretty consistently. Again, Central Bucks East, not really your big play offense. They just want to sustain drives and just really run it down your throat. 5 at the line for Neshaminy. 2nd down and 7. The handoff goes to Tommy Seiler. And then a big hit was delivered by Luke Howe. So Luke Howe's thrown his weight around early on in this game. It's a pickup of 3. It'll set up 3rd down and 4.
He's brought down by number 52.
How about Tommy Seiler, who came into this game with just 2 carries on the season? It's been him, Liam Hoey, and the quarterback Pulford really the whole way through so far.
Well, you talked about running back by committee for the Patriots this season, Jordan. 12 different players have a rush this year throughout the season. I mean, that's truly running back by committee, or even quarterback by committee, too. They've had 3 different quarterbacks, too, this year.
Handoff, it's Seiler. He's bottled up. He's trying to push forward, but that big physical defensive line for Neshaminy pushes him back.
Handoff to number 45, Hunter Pulford. He's brought down by number 33, Elisha Darrell.
We've got a moth that's entered the press box here, and it's creating an adventure for myself, my broadcast partner Nick Gallagher, and our producer Brianna O'Neill. It's staying up near the light right now, guys. And Nick just turned the lights off. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Brings up a 4th down and 2 from the 49-yard line.
All right, well, back to business here. 4th and 2 for this Patriots.
Timeout.
We've got a timeout called by the Patriots. We'll try to take care of our moth problem during this break. 4:22 to go till halftime. Neshaminy looking for another 4th down stop when we come back.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
The moth has been corralled for the time being, and it's 4th down and 2 for the Patriots. Neshaminy stopped them on their last drive on 4th down in a similar spot on the field. Looking to replicate that. Here's a throw, caught, Seiler, he's got nowhere to go. A trio of white jerseyed skins there to bring him down, and Neshaminy will take over for the 2nd consecutive drive. Interesting play call from John Donnelly that time. Opts for the swing pass instead of what had really been the bread and butter for CB East through the first quarter and 2/3 of this game, which was running into the teeth of that Neshaminy defense.
It's an interesting decision to go for that kind of play when your running game has just been so successful so far, and you lose yards going backwards too on a 4th down call.
1st and 10, that one right through the hands of David Liberty, and the Skins now have 3 drops in this one.
And if you're CB East, Jordan, you haven't stopped Neshaminy's offense yet. They're 3 for 3 on scoring drives so far through this first half, and that's not something you want to give. Again, another short field, about halfway to go for the Skins, 50-yard line. And let's see if they make them pay here.
2nd and 10, play action. There's the screen. There's Brock Williams for the 6th time in this game. He's ushered out of bounds at the 45, and then a flag flies late.
Pass complete to number 4, Brock Williams. He's pushed out of bounds at the 44.
Well, you give this Neshaminy offense a lot of credit. CB East came into this game ranked 3rd in defense in the National Division, averaging...
Holding on the offense.
They call a holding there against Neshaminy. That's going to back them up into 2nd down and 20. But Central Bucks East, one of the best defensive teams in the National Division. They allow just over 13 points per game. Neshaminy's already put up 21 and looking for more here before the half. From the spot of the foul, puts Neshaminy back at their own 46 for 2nd down and 16. Eckert to the air. Let's see if he looks for Williams. Nope, they set up a screen. Carter Klee and Liam Hoey was there to trip him up before Klee could take it down the field.
No gain on the play.
Hoey was fired up, rightfully so. It was one of the bigger plays for the CB East defense to this point. And now 3rd down and 16. This crowd's going to get an opportunity to make some noise. See what the Skins dial up. Eckert rolls, loads of time, going deep. It is caught. Brock Williams again, staying on his feet and taking it all the way for the score. Brock Williams, his 2nd touchdown of this quarter, and that one quiets down the CB East faithful. On 3rd and 16, Neshaminy converts, and they go up 2 scores. It's 27-14 Skins. We've got another player down for CB East at the end of this play as well. Down in the far corner of the end zone. Well, how about that? 3rd and 16. We've seen Eckert roll to his right and have a lot of success doing that this season, Nick. And that one is for the highlight reels. Brock Williams, he had that defender draped all over him. It was not quite the same style of catch as last week in the end zone, but the same idea as Williams winning that 50-50 battle.
Yeah, and credit to Williams out-muscling down the sidelines, breaking a couple tackles with him to get his way into the end zone. And Neshaminy needed a big 1st down. Well, they got then some. Brock Williams doing the dirty work as he doubles up the score for the Skins. They go up 27-14 right now, pending an extra point.
Neshaminy scored a touchdown on all 4 drives against a defense that coming into this game, I mentioned they've given up just over 13 points a game. They've given up just 94 points on the year. Neshaminy's got nearly 1/3 of that in this first half. There's an unsportsmanlike conduct call going against Neshaminy that will be assessed on the kickoff. And Steven Busick now out to look to make it 4 for 4 now. We've got another flag. Someone just got thrown out of the game. They called the unsportsmanlike against CB East, and then that was the 2nd?
I think so. But which coach got ejected?
Well, the white hat official was looking over at the CB East sideline. And yeah, one of the coaches for the Patriots takes his headset off, and you don't typically see ejections in football. I guess he's got to go back to the locker room, right? I guess it's like a manager in baseball got to hit the showers early.
Well, he must have absolutely crossed the line or said something he should not have said. And that's deflating if you're a Patriot player out there.
Well, Busick knocks it through. Of course, the other way you could look at it is if you're a Patriot player, now you've given up back-to-back touchdowns, and maybe that fires you up, like your coach has your back or something like that. But none of that, none of what's going on the sideline is really going to matter if the CB East defense can't get off the field. Neshaminy just taking it to them right now. They're not waiting around either on some of these drives. You're seeing both teams score at a pretty high clip, but doing it in different ways. The one Central Bucks East drive that resulted in the touchdown, it was drawn out. It took nearly 9 minutes. And, of course, they run the kickoff back for their second touchdown. But Neshaminy's just going bang, 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 and they're getting in the end zone pretty consistently.
Yeah, they're having everything at will. We mentioned coming into tonight's game in our pregame. Michael Eckert threw for his lowest passing yards last week in their loss, 139, and the team overall only rushed for 109 yards. Well, they've definitely eclipsed that in the first half alone. I mean, first quarter was all Carter Klee, Jordan, and then all of a sudden turned into the Brock Williams show here in the second quarter. CB East has had no answers for Neshaminy's offense here in this first half.
A personal foul must have gone against Central Bucks East because remember now, it's 2 personal fouls because of the ejection. Both get enforced on the kickoff. That will now come from the 30-yard line. If you're Neshaminy, there's no reason to not try an onside kick right here.
Jordan, in my years of covering high school football, I don't think I've seen a kickoff start from the 30-yard line like this.
I mean, it's 2 penalties, and it goes for 30 yards against. Well, we've seen CB East work out a successful onside kick in this one. And instead, Damian Castro is just going to send it away for the touchback in what is easily the most simple touchback of his life.
Mine as well. I mean, yeah, you could have tried something onside kick. But, I mean, it just shows in your defense you're pretty confident if you're Neshaminy to get back onto the field and try to stop another CB East drive, as they've only scored 1 offensive drive tonight here in this first half, 3 minutes ago here in the second quarter.
That's how you slow down the Central Bucks East offense, though, is making them have to drive the ball 80 yards down the field like this. They sustain the first drive, but when you're a run-heavy team that doesn't really have many explosive backs, it's more guys that are just going to get 4 to 5 yards per carry, trying to make them have to just really get the ball down the field like 80 yards at a time. That's how you beat them. Pulford to the air, pass complete. That's Gavin Kraus, the junior. It's the longest passing play of the game for CB East. It goes for 11 yards and a first down.
That is enough for a CB East first down.
Yeah, you know, Jordan, I mean, as a coaching staff for Neshaminy, are you almost okay with getting beat everything in front of you and just keeping nothing behind you and just kind of playing almost the sticks defense in a way on those yardage long situations? I mean, they're going to get what they can on the ground, but they're eventually going to have to throw it deep, and they haven't been too successful throwing it deep all season.
Pulford, he's going to look to throw it deep right here. He's got a man, and it is a 50-50 ball. Who's got it? Tim Gorman makes the catch. The official rules in favor of the Patriots, and that is the exact definition of a 50-50 ball. Tim Gorman just ripping it away from the defender, and that's the second tight window throw that Pulford has completed.
That's an impressive throw, a great throw, too. A dangerous throw almost as that much. It almost could have been an interception going the other way.
Sets up 1st and 10 now for CB East. Just over 2 minutes to play, second quarter. Pulford has pressure, gets the throw away. It's caught by Owen Metzger, and he's going backwards. Rocco Gregory with the hit, and he's going to get flagged for the celebration.
Loss on the play.
But Gregory, I think that time he was a little too animated, and it's going to cost his team 15 yards.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Neshaminy.
Yeah, really not ideal for Rocco Gregory to hurt his defense right there. Under 2 minutes to go here in the half. And still 2 timeouts for CB East. They got plenty of time. And you want to be sure to use the clock to your advantage if you're the Patriots. You want to try to, as much as you can, to not keep the Neshaminy offense back on the field or give them a fair chance at another drive here late in the second quarter.
That's another third unsportsmanlike call that we've gotten really in the last couple minutes of action. I think the temperature is rising down there as the temperature drops in the air here in Doylestown. Motion man Tommy Seiler. They fake it to him, pitch it ahead to Liam Hoey. That play is going to work out for a big gain. Mike Sassano there to rip him to the ground. CB East once again reaches deep into the bag of tricks. That's a really nice play design too. You fake the run to the outside, everybody shifts over, and then it leaves that middle of the field just wide open, and Hoey was able to take full advantage.
That was a very military academy-esque kind of run option play, and the Patriots executed it to perfection, get a big gain as they are just approaching the red zone now.
1st and 10 from the 24. Mike Bova, he's their passing quarterback. He got his man. Wait, are they going to say incomplete or was he just down? They're going to say he was just down. Tim Gorman with his second catch of the drive. Mike Bova, the senior, completes it. Nice job by Gorman to pick it off the turf. It's a gain of 9, sets up 2nd down and 1. Pulford's back in the game. Gives it to Hoey. He's got the first, and he's going to continue to fight and set the Patriots up in a goal-to-go situation. Clock will now start to run. CB East has 2 timeouts. We're down to 40 seconds to play in the half. Patriots looking for what would be a big touchdown before this half comes to a close. It's a quarterback sneak that's going nowhere. They're going to say Pulford lost a yard back to the 5. Very interesting play call that time after John Donnelly's been in his bag during this drive. Goes for the quarterback sneak from the 4. And we'll get a timeout called here with 28 seconds left. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you could read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Great food, fine spirits, and good times are always on the menu at the Irish Rover Station House in Langhorne, opposite the SEPTA train station. The Irish Rover is your home for all Philly sports and happy hour every Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. The Irish Rover Station House, 1033 South Bellevue Avenue in Langhorne, opposite the SEPTA train station. After the timeout, CB East has 1 remaining. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Pulford, he'll roll. He'll look for an angle, and he doesn't have one. Owen Schwartz there to stop him short. The Patriots, we've got the clock running down to just 10 seconds. They're not going to call timeout. Clock at just 8. It's a handoff. It's Hoey, and he barges his way in for a touchdown. A last-second score here before the break, and the Patriots cut it back to 1 possession. It's 28-20, and the fireworks continue to go off here in the first half. Hoey's 2nd touchdown run of this game. And so with 3 seconds on that second half clock, they'll fake the PAT, go for the 2-point conversion, and it's incomplete. We do have a flag.
2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Well, there was one guy as offensive lineman there. And we've got a personal foul call against Neshaminy. A roughing the passer call. Man, what is going on in this first half? And we've got a player down. Believe that was the intended target, Gavin Kraus, who's down. We'll step aside again and try to sort everything out. Just 3 seconds to go. But in this game, a lot can happen in 3 seconds. We'll be back after this here from Doylestown.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Now from the 1.5-yard line, Pulford keeps it himself, and he is in. And CB East pulls it to within 6. The two-point conversion is successful. 28-22. I talked about it on the broadcast last week, Nick, how it was a 14-7 game, but it really didn't feel like a 14-7 final score just because there was so much action in that game. Well, this is the 28-22 ball game going into halftime unless Neshaminy does something even crazier here in the final 3 seconds. And this game feels like 50 points have been put up on the board.
It really does. I mean, it has been back and forth, and even at 28-14, it didn't feel like CB East was going to be able to respond. You had a coach ejection. Neshaminy's been able to do what they want offensively tonight, up and down the field, and a couple of Neshaminy defensive stands. But other than that, CB East has kind of stayed in this game and been within striking distance. And they get the ball, too, to start the third quarter, only down 6. So it's going to be big coming out of the halftime locker room with the Patriots getting the second half kickoff, seeing what they can do to get back in this game, only down 6 points.
Number 34, Nicky.
Yeah, that's another storyline. Neshaminy, they won the toss and elected to receive. Now it ended up working out because they punched it in for 6 on that opening drive. But CB East, after it looked like all the momentum was lost, they go right down the field, get it in with 3 seconds to play in this first half. It's now a 6-point game. And they'll get a chance to work the football version of 2 possessions for 1. This one will come out to the 40. And I think Nicky was just trying to keep it away from the Neshaminy returners. He'll take the penalty, assuming that Michael Eckert's just going to take a knee and go into halftime.
Neshaminy will take over first down and 10.
7 touchdowns, 1 coach ejected, a kickoff return for a touchdown. Carter Klee had over 100 rushing yards in the first quarter. He's got 2 scores. Brock Williams has 2 scores. Liam Hoey has 2 touchdowns for CB East. We're going to have a lot to talk about on this halftime show, Nick.
Yes, we are. Lot to recap. If you missed any of it, stay with us through halftime as we'll go through the scoring and look ahead to the next couple weeks as we wind down the final month here of the 2025 regular season.
We'll have a performance from the Central Bucks East Marching Band. It is their senior night, so they're going to honor their senior band members as well at halftime. We'll have that coverage for you. From the 35, Eckert does not look like he's going to take that knee. And he will. All right. So we at least get a calm play to end this first half. 28-22, Neshaminy on top. 24 minutes down, 24 to go. Like Nick Gallagher just said, do not go anywhere. Lot to get to. Halftime from Doylestown right after this here on WBCB.
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believed they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I have stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion, it's an unbreakable pact. Justice will be swift, it'll be certain, and it'll be served. I'm Jennifer Shorn, and I will never stop fighting for Bucks County. Our families, our safety, our home.
Kent's Tree Service, right here in Lower Bucks County. 23 years of expert tree service, emergencies, 24/7 service is your trusted professional for any tree service needs that you have. Kent's Tree Service, many years of experience successfully providing tree services here in Lower Bucks.
Caroline Bowen has been in marching band for 4 years as a member of our color guard. She plans to continue performing in college, where she also plans to study veterinary science. She is the color guard captain and also performs with the Central Bucks Indoor Color Guard. Her favorite memory was the Pirates show from her sophomore year. Caroline would like to thank the band staff for an awesome 4 years. She was supported tonight by her parents, Sue and Greg Bowen.
Oh, the jersey. Yeah.
Lindsay Tracy is a 4th-year member of the Marching Patriots and the drum major of the band. She has also performed with the Honors Wind Ensemble, Jazz Ensemble, and the orchestra on both clarinet and tenor saxophone. Lindsay has performed with the BCMEA and PMEA 6-11 Honors Band. Lindsay is an officer in the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Her favorite memory of marching band was her featured sword fight in the Pirate Show. She is escorted this evening by her parents, Ashley and Scott Christie. Jacob Greenblatt is a 4-year veteran of the marching band and has also performed with our concert band and Honors Wind Ensemble. His favorite memory of the band was the band's performance in front of the Holocaust Memorial in Washington, D.C. He is escorted tonight this evening by his parents, Sherry and Jason Greenblatt. Naya Nathan has performed with the marching band as a member of the Color Guard for 3 years and hopes to continue spinning in college. She is the Color Guard section leader and her favorite memories of marching band are her other guard members. She is escorted tonight by Miss Nico and Luca Paolino. Emily Hansberry. Emily is a 4-year member of the marching band and is visual captain for the ensemble. She also plays French horn in the Honors Wind Ensemble and trombone in the Honors Jazz Ensemble. Emily has marched with the Bushwhackers Drum and Bugle Corps. Emily's favorite memory of marching band was eating with her friends during the pouring rain on the first night of the Disney tour. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Mike and Julianne Berry. Marcus Hathaway has been with the marching band for 3 years and played bass. Throughout his time in high school, Marcus has also been an active member of our wind ensemble, jazz ensemble, chamber orchestra, and field orchestra. He has 2 years of experience with the BCMEA, Bucks County Music Educators Association, and his favorite memory throughout his time in marching band is performing at MetLife Stadium, where the band will be returning to perform a week from tomorrow. Tonight, Marcus is escorted by his grandmother, Dolores Evac, and his younger sister, varsity cheer captain, Alyssa Hathaway, both of which he wants to thank so much for coming out with us tonight. Zeke Horsheimer. Zeke is a 4-year member of the Marching Patriots and a 6th section leader of the trumpet section. He is a veteran member of the Honors Wind Ensemble. Zeke's favorite memory in marching band was the warm-up and performance inside MetLife Stadium. He is escorted this evening by his parents, Eric Horsheimer and Alicia Anderson. Conwyn has marched with the band for 4 years and is our woodwind captain. He has also performed with the Honors Wind Ensemble for 3 years and has participated in the BMEA band and the PMEA District and Region band. Conwyn is a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. His favorite memory of his marching band was a Disney trip and running around with his music friends during the torrential downpour. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Xiao Tang Hu and Xinhua, and his brother.
Wow, swing and a miss.
Morgan Hudson. Morgan has been in the marching band for 4 years, and she plays the bass clarinet. She's also involved in the wind ensemble and the jazz ensemble, where she plays baritone sax. I love you, man. She is also a part of the field orchestra for the string musical and is a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Her favorite so stressed. And Jess Nora O'Keefe. Nora is a 4-year veteran of the marching band. She has also played on the saxophone in the marching band and on the slate ensemble. Nora is the saxophone section leader, and her favorite memory of the marching band is the performance on USA in the Magic Kingdom. Nora is escorted this evening by her mother and father, Allison and Ethan Okochini. Ankin Powell. Ankin has been in the marching band for 4 years. Ankin has also performed with the CBE's concert band, Honors Wind Ensemble, and Field Orchestra. His favorite memory of the marching band is the late night fun with his roommates during the Boston tour. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Arindam and Shayanti Powell. Ellie Shalamy. Ellie has played the trumpet with the Marching Patriots for 4 years. She has also auditioned and performed with the Bucks County Music Educators Association, been a part of the Wind and Jazz Ensemble for 3 years, performed with the Pit Orchestra in the Spring Musical, completed multiple seasons with the CB Indoor Color Guard, and recently completed her first season with the Bushwhackers Drum and Bugle Corps. Over the last 2 years, she has held multiple leadership positions within the marching band and concert ensembles, including being this year's brass captain and band president. Her favorite memories from band are the loud, exciting bus rides coming home from games and competitions. Tonight, her parents, Rick and Christina Shalaby, are escorting her. Aubrey Shuck. Aubrey has performed as a trumpet and baritone player with the marching band for 4 years. She has also performed with our concert band and Honors Wind Ensemble. She is a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, and her favorite memory is marching the nighttime parade at Disney World. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Jeff and Joy Shuck. And last but certainly not least, Nick Woodley. Nick has been a member of the Marching Patriots for 3 years and is also a member of the Honors Wind Ensemble. Nick has also performed with the concert band, and he is a percussion section leader. His favorite memory of marching band was the all-you-can-eat dining experience at Fire and Ice during the Boston tour. He is escorted tonight by his mother and father, Travis and Helen Woodling, and his sister, Jules Woodling. Please give a humongous round of applause for the Central Bucks High School League Marching Patriots seniors! As you enjoy your halftime experience, stay tuned for our performance of our halftime show coming up as the band run to get their instruments.
Kent's Tree Service, right here in Lower Bucks County, 23 years of expert tree service,
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believed they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I have stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion, it's an unbreakable pact. Justice will be swift, it'll be certain, and it'll be served. I'm Jennifer Shorn, and I will never stop fighting for Bucks County. Our families, our safety, our home.
Kent's Tree Service, right here in Lower Bucks County. 23 years of expert tree service, emergencies, 24/7 service is your trusted professional for any tree service needs that you have. Kent's Tree Service, many years of experience successfully providing tree services here in Lower Bucks County and even parts of Montgomery County. Their whole team provides the utmost care when working on your property and are experts you can trust for any tree removal, tree trimming, lot clearing, and so much more. Bonded and insured, you can be assured of professional results from their highly experienced service professionals. Kent's Tree Service, quality tree service, right here in Lower Bucks County. Call them today at 215-547-9744. That's 215-547-9744. Kent's Quality Tree Service. 23 years of expert tree service.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League Champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League Champion Phillies. Every champion needs a good game plan. BCWSA and I want to make sure you have a game plan when it comes to conserving our most precious resource, water. Whether you're washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or watering your garden, there are ways you can save water and save money. Visit bcwsa.net for tips on conserving water. BCWSA, proven.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Ben Salem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
Proceeding paid for by Herron for Sheriff.
Why'd you start with us? Michael was bye week. One play, but Michael I think he might have.
No, he said he wanted Friday and this.
I was starting. Oh, shoot.
Jordan Mason. You guys on your bed. Oh, yeah. I need you to lock like, no, I'm not doing it. It's behind you, right? You're watching, you put on leave towards ATL. 3 minutes later, right? It's so good, and it's so fun. I was like, all right,
Give it up for the Thunderbolts High School East Marching Patriots and the Marching Patriot Seniors!
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like
stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Here at halftime in Doylestown, I'd like to welcome you back to Patriot Field, where that was a very entertaining first half between Neshaminy and CB East. Nick Gallagher, Jordan Hirsch had the call. We're going to break it all down here now before these two teams get set to take the field for the second half of play. And Nick, a lot to get to. 3 different players have 2 touchdowns in this game. Carter Clee, 2 rushing touchdowns. Those were the first 2 for the Skins. The last 2 punctuated by a pair of catches for Brock Williams, one of which is for the highlight reels after he made a impressive play on a 50-50 ball and raced down the sideline for Neshaminy's 27th point of the game. But CB East struck back the second touchdown of the game from running back Liam Hoey, and a successful 2-point try has the Patriots within 6. They also got a kickoff return for a touchdown from senior Alex White on senior night. There's no shortage of offense in that first half, Nick.
No, it was back and forth as both teams traded blow for blow. But Neshaminy scored on all their offensive drives, so they're sitting good and they're feeling confident going into the second half. It's going to be the Neshaminy defense who will start this third quarter that they're going to be asked to try to stop this Patriot offense and getting back in this game as they're only down 6. And Neshaminy's defense is really going to be critical to make the big stop in the key moments as we come down the stretch in this second half.
Well, the 2 keys to beating the Patriots are, 1, don't turn the ball over. Neshaminy's done a good job at that. A team that averages over 2 takeaways per game. Neshaminy's done a nice job valuing the football. However, the other key is making sure they have to drive the ball the length of the field often, which Neshaminy's done, again, a really good job forcing CB East to have to march 70, 80 yards. The problem is the Patriots have had no problem going right down the field.
No, they haven't. They've mixed up their plays actually really fairly well tonight in those drives. They scored on the last drive when that happened. Neshaminy had a short kickoff after some penalties on the roughing the passer call as they worked a kickoff from the 30-yard line, and it went for a touchback, and CB East marched right down the field as they cut the lead back into 6 points after the 2-point conversion try. But CB East has done really well. I mean, you got to look at the sophomore quarterback, Hunter Pulford. He's looked good tonight. He's thrown the ball when he's needed to. He's thrown it effectively when he's needed to, and he's run it. He's run it himself, and he's got his running back by committee where he's using his weapons that he has, and they're getting the job done so far. But they have to get back in this game, and no, Neshaminy's defense, Jordan, is not easy. And yes, you've given up 22 points tonight, but remember, only 14 of those was offensive touchdowns.
Give Central Bucks East a lot of credit, too. They started the season winning their first 3 games, but since just 2-2 in their last 4, and their 2 wins are against Pennsbury and Abington, who are combined 1-13. CB East entered with the same record as Neshaminy, 5-2, and they're doing a nice job hanging with the Skins. Patriots will get the opening kickoff. Here in half number 2 is Damian Castro sends it out of bounds, and this drive will begin from CB East's own 35.
Couple of stats as we look ahead of this second half. Neshaminy has led this all-time series against the Patriots 13-10. They have controlled the last couple matchups, and right now the Patriots are undefeated at home, 4-0 on the season here at Patriot Field as they look to defend their home turf for the final time. No, they have one more home game coming up against West at the end of the season, but Penridge next week for them and CB West to finish up their regular season.
And in the Max Preps era, Neshaminy 4-2 against CB East, and they've won both of the games here at Patriot Field. 1st and 10, Pulford, designed run, loses the football. And Rocco Gregory comes away with it. And on the first play of half number 2, Neshaminy will take over as Rocco Gregory with the fumble recovery.
Rocco Gregory had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty in that first half that cost his team 15 yards. And a great story to turn it around, come away with a loose ball, and set up your offense once again. And that's a huge turn of events, the 3rd turnover tonight for the CB East Patriots. And the offense comes back to the field in this second half. It's again a short field to work with.
One of the stories for Neshaminy this season is when they have 2 or more turnovers than their opponent, they're 5-0, and when it's 1 or fewer, they're 0-2. That's the first turnover of the game for either team. Eckert slings it, Bobby Lagler across the middle. First time we've called a receiver's name other than Brock Williams, as Bobby Lagler quickly moves the Skins into the red zone. On the fringes of it at the 20. 1st and 10. Eckert, he'll pitch. It's Klee, some space along the sideline. He's still fighting. The whistle never blew. And I believe he stayed in bounds. Now there is a flag down. And this one is going to come back thanks to a hold. Second holding against this Neshaminy offense. PIAA District 1 looking for officials for all sports. If you're interested, visit PIAA.org. So after the holding, Neshaminy's going to be backed up into a first and 16. The Skins thought it was going to be 1st and 20. They get the benefit of 4 yards as a result of the spot foul. Neshaminy coming into this game 9th in power points. Mike Sassano with a drop, and that's the 3rd drop of the game for the Skins. And that's the 2nd time, Nick, that it's been on that screenplay, and it's just hit the receiver right in the hands, just unable to come up with it.
Yeah, not like Sassano right there, too, on a quick screen pass. Usually takes those for positive yardage.
Well, brings up 2nd and 16. Right up the gut, Carter Klee, and he's got nowhere to go. Stacked up by that big physical CB East defensive front, Magnus Figueroa, who went down at one point with an injury in the first half. He comes back in, and he's able to make the tackle for no gain. Neshaminy offensive line, all things considered, have done a nice job handling this defensive front. Now it's 3rd and 16. Eckert taking a shot at the end zone. Is it caught? It is! Touchdown, Nick Sassano. And for the 2nd time tonight, the Skins have a touchdown pass on a 3rd and 16 play. They're back on top by 2 scores. It's 34-22 Neshaminy.
I mean, what more can you say about a beautiful thrown ball by Michael Eckert? Sassano doing his work after the drop pass, finds the back of the end zone, beats his man one-on-one, and hauls it in for the Neshaminy touchdown. And it'll be Sassano's fourth receiving touchdown of the season, as he gives the Skins some breathing room.
This extra point is lofted through. That had some hang time, but it got through the uprights, and it's 35-22. And with that touchdown catch, Nick Sassano now has the team lead. He's alone by himself. That was at least coming into this game. That's actually my mistake. Brock Williams has the team lead because he has 2 tonight. So he's got 6. Sassano's got 5. His brother's got 4. Michael Eckert has spread the wealth around. That was his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. 21 touchdowns through the air and just 2 interceptions. Michael Eckert continues to have a fantastic season.
He's really benefited this season being in Nick Felix's offense, and has looked like a completely different quarterback than he did a season ago, where Chamonix finished 6-5 last season. Well, they're in the driver's seat to tie that win total last year tonight. Still a lot of work to be done, as the Patriots still in this game, far from over.
Damian Castro sends it away in the direction of Ruben Bell, who gets a chance to return from the 10. Bell's across the 20, and not much after that.
Return by number 4, Ruben
The
Bell.
tackle made by Dylan Lomacero.
Brought down by number 34, Luke Powell.
And so the Skins, if you don't count that last drive at the end of the first half where Michael Eckert just took a knee, they've now scored on all 5 possessions, and they turned that fumble into 7 points.
And that's the second time they've done that tonight, Jordan, too. They had the Bucks had a turnover on, the Patriots had a turnover on downs, and there was a 46-yard touchdown on the other end for Neshaminy.
This drive for the Patriots begins at their own 23. Liam Hoey goes in motion. He gets the football. He faked out Corey Kenoy Webb, and then he got popped by Luke Howell again. Well, whenever we've called Howell's name in this one, and mind you, it's his first game in 3 weeks because he had been injured, he's delivering the boom, and we've got a player down for Neshaminy. We'll step aside one more time. 10:23 to play, 3rd quarter. Skins on top by 13 here in Doylestown.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Bensalem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
Proceeding paid for by Herron for Sheriff.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Mike Sassano was the one down for Neshaminy, and he was down for a while, but he just popped up and jogged off under his own power, which is good to see. So he'll come out for at least one play. Brock Williams is going to take his place. 2nd down and 1 for the Patriots. This handoff goes to Tommy Seiler, and he didn't quite get there. Only made his way to the line of scrimmage, and a flag comes in at the end of the play as Mike Sassano also comes back into the game. And so it was going to be 3rd and 1 for the Patriots, but now we'll have to sort out the laundry. And it's a personal foul this time against CB East.
Personal foul on the
Seems like that whenever we have a penalty called in this game, it's a personal foul. It's getting chippy down there.
It is.
And so instead of 3rd and 1, it's 3rd and 16. Neshaminy has loved it when they've been in 3rd and 16. CB East now looking to replicate that.
Let's see if they got any big passing plays in their playbook, or if they try to just get a couple yards back and go for it on 4th down.
Pulford has pressure immediately and throws high. Dan McGarity provided the pressure in the backfield. And Pulford was just lucky to get that throwaway. Let's see if we get a punt for the first time in this game. There they come. The punting unit jogs on for John Donnelly's squad, and with 9:44 to play in quarter number 3, it's going to be the first drive that doesn't end in a turnover on downs, a turnover period, a touchdown, or just a knee to go into halftime. Nick Sassano, the most recent touchdown scorer. He's back deep. He's standing right around midfield. He's at the 49 of CB East and now backpedaling right onto the top of that red, white, and blue E logo. It's a short punt. Sassano's going to have no chance. It's going to take a Patriot roll and go out of bounds at the 47 of Neshaminy. That's where Michael Eckert and company will take over. Before they do, I'll let you know that Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. Right now, Peruzzi Buick GMC, it's a year-end clearance sale on GMC Sierras. 20% off MSRP on Peruzzi's entire inventory of Sierras. You can visit them, Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. Don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. 1st and 10 Skins. They're on top by 13. Eckert, it's another pitch. That's been his favorite play of the night. Klee looking to get the edge. Makes a man miss. And does a nice job to pick up positive yards on 1st down. It looked like he was going to be stopped in the backfield. Sam Pizzell was the one that he broke the tackle. And now it's 2nd down and 8. Tim Furmeister also in on that tackle. Pizzell and Furmeister, 2 of the top players on the CB East defense that Neshaminy has kept relatively under wraps tonight. They've scored 5 touchdowns and have had 5 drives. Eckert slinging it, and it's Bobby Lagler bringing it down once again. He juggled it, but he got those mitts on the pigskin, takes it to the 30. And that's a gain of 21 yards, call it 22 yards.
Lagler just finds a spot in the zone by the Patriots, gets down. Eckert finds him wide open, and a big completion.
Whistle on a timeout called by CB East. John Donnelly was screaming at the official, wanting that timeout. We'll step aside as well. 8:35 to play, 3rd quarter. Skins on top by 13.
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believe they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I've stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion.
After the timeout, 1st and 10 Neshaminy on the CB East 31. Eckert hasn't used his legs all that much tonight, but he dives ahead there to the 27. That's a gain of 4. And Eckert hasn't really needed to use his legs all that much tonight, Nick, because he's been hitting wide open receivers, and in the ground game, Carter Klee's been the guy.
Yeah, he's really helped his own cause tonight. Just as receivers have been open, they've been there for him, and Carter Klee has been all over the place tonight on the ground.
2nd and 6, Klee gets the football. And he brings it to the 25, and it's a pickup of 2. Well, ever since that first quarter, Klee's been held relatively quiet since. Tim Furmeister there with another hit. And now 3rd and 4.
Well, I think that Neshamany's just had more success going through the air, really. That's really why. I mean, you've had long touchdowns, 15-yarder to Brock Williams, 46-yarder to Brock Williams, and that's just why. You had a couple of long completions to Lagler. So the receivers are just getting open and really don't need to run it every play.
Play action. Eckert being chased. Take another shot. Nick Sassano's got it once again. And he's the 3rd skin to have 2 touchdowns. Well, Michael Eckert has been on one tonight. That's his 4th touchdown throw of the game. And it seems like every one is just better than the previous one. And now it's 41-22.
He had a game earlier this season where he threw 5 touchdowns. I believe it was the Abington game. And he's at least thrown 1 or 2 touchdowns in every game this season. But, yeah, I mean, Jordan, you almost feel like it's been bundled up for Neshaminy this whole week building up to this game after only putting up 7 points against Penridge.
Skins will go for 2. Eckert hands it off, and Nick Sassano in the ground game gets stopped short. So Nick Felix was trying to get it back up to a 21-point game. Instead, it stays at 19. But how about this, Nick, for aesthetically pleasing? Carter Klee, 2 touchdowns, both in the first quarter. Brock Williams, 2 touchdowns, both in the second. And now Nick Sassano has 2 touchdowns, and guess what? They've both come here in the 3rd.
Spreading the wealth tonight, and Neshaminy just, we've talked about it, Jordan, all season, and it's been the storyline. Neshaminy has all these playmakers, and when they're clicking as a team and as a unit, it's a very tough offense to stop and to contain and to slow down. And yes, Neshaminy was held in check last week against Penridge. They were held in check against the loss against Cheltenham earlier in the year, but they scored over 30 points in that game. But when you're just getting everybody contributing in different ways and different styles, this team is going to be a very hard, difficult team come playoff time.
Number 91 on the kick for
And remember, coming into this game, they were ranked 9th in the power points, meaning they would have to go on the road for their first-round matchup. Well, they're trying to prove that they deserve that first-round home game, and they're doing a real nice job against, again, a quality CB East team. East had allowed just 94 points coming into tonight through their first 7 games. They've given up 41 in just over 2 quarters. Damian Castro will send it away. Ruben Bell will field from his own 11. This time he will reverse it to Alex White, who gets brought down across the 25 at the 26 by Luke Howell, and then a flag comes in late. We saw them run that fake handoff play on the kickoff return touchdown by White, and that time he was the recipient of the give. And this penalty is going to go against CB East, it appears. And it's a holding against the Patriots, and it's going from bad to worse right now for CB East. So far, in the second half, they've fumbled on their first play. That led to a Neshaminy touchdown. Then the first punt of the game for either side came on their ensuing drive, and the Skins make good on that, punching it in for 6 on a 53-yard touchdown drive. And the Patriots, who had all the momentum going into halftime after they scored and then completed the 2-point conversion with 3 seconds left, all that's been squashed. And now they're set up 1st and 10 way back at their own 15. Liam Hoey for the first time in this half. He's got space and he's got the first. And that's a nice play. It goes for 12 yards, and that's what the Patriots desperately needed.
Number 6, Liam Hoey, the ball carrier.
Liam Hoey's been good when he's gotten the football. It's been mostly Hunter Pulford, especially since the first couple of drives. But Hoey looks real good, and again, he's the 3rd string running back. Another 1st and 10, Pulford to the air, slinging it in the direction of Hoey, and he couldn't bring it in. Would have had to make an unbelievable catch to bring that one down and then also get a foot in. And some good sportsmanship by Rocco Gregory helping him up that time. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you wonder, Jordan, too, for the Patriots and where the score is right now, you wonder, do they just try to throw it more frequently than normal in this kind of game. You're down a couple scores at home, or do you just stick with the ground game and just hope one breaks through?
Pulford to the air on second down, connects with Sam Pizzell, who then gets connected by Dan McGarity. And now this Neshaminy defense really starting to feel itself with some of these big-time hits. They'll bring up 3rd and 5. CB East continues to take some shots. Pulford, he'll fire, he'll complete it to Ruben Bell, and he's got the first. Ruben Bell, a Carnegie Mellon commit. He's going to continue his football career, and that's his first catch of the day. And it moves the chains, 1st and 10 from the 42. Pulford, he'll pull and he'll keep and he'll get brought down for a short gain. Just a 2-yard pickup that time. Mike Sassano was able to get him to the turf.
Patriots need points quick here with 5.5 to go here in this third quarter. And you just don't want to put the Neshaminy offense back on the field so quickly, though. That's the problem. But you need to get back in this game as fast as you can.
Here's Hoey, gets around one man and not the second. Keeps the legs churning and actually gets a positive gain out of that. He eluded the tackle of Dan McGarity, and that helps him pick up 2, and now 3rd and 6.
Brought down by number 34, Luke Powell. Brings up a 3rd down and 6.
It's probably 4-down territory from here on out if you're East. Pulford. He'll take off. He's got the first as he goes flying through the air after the hit from Gregory. And another 3rd down conversion on this drive for the Patriots.
Good decision from the sophomore with good visual there to read what the field was giving him. And using his athletic ability to get through and get a Patriot 1st down.
You know, we've been doing a lot of talking about the playoffs throughout this game. CB East, if the season finished today, they'd be at 13. Their final 3 games here against Neshaminy, then Penridge and CB West, who are all in the top 9. They got to make a comeback here. This is going to be a little Philly special action as the pass is caught by Owen Metzger on the feed from Tommy Seiler. CB East is proving that despite the fact they're a run-heavy team, they run it 80% of the time, and they look like Army and Navy sometimes. It's got a pretty deep playbook.
I like the trick plays they've dished out tonight in different scenarios.
They've got the Skins defense back on their heels, and on 1st and 10, Pulford's got nothing. Milo makes Corey Kenoy Webb. We're in on that tackle. Now 2nd down and 8. But CB East, of course, it's not the easiest remaining strength of schedule, but if they could pick up a win or 2, that would really help them not just position themselves to get into the playoffs, but have a favorable seed as well, going up against some of the top teams in 6A. 2nd and 8, Pulford straight ahead, down to the 20, and a nice gain there on 2nd down. Set up 3rd and 2. Rocco Gregory with another tackle to his name.
Patriots still keeping their run-heavy offense to the forefront and just mixing in the passes every so often to keep Neshaminy guessing. And that's what you got to do when you're down a couple scores.
Looking for another 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 3 is going to become 3rd and 8, I believe, as a whistle blows the play dead. And we're going to get a pre-snap penalty. No, it's against Neshaminy. They call the offside, so it's interesting that they blew the play dead. Oftentimes you'll see if a team lines up offsides, you just let it play on. But CB East doesn't mind it. It goes for the 1st. And it goes as another 3rd down conversion. It's their 4th on the drive. Every series has gone 3 downs. And now backup quarterback Mike Bova, he's in the game. This is where he's utilized, deep in opponent's territory. He hands it off this time to Hoey, who looks for an edge and doesn't get it. Mike Sassano ushered him out of bounds at the 9, they're going to call it. And so it's a gain of 6 for Hoey, as CB East continues to do a nice job marching the ball down the field methodically. Bova will remain in the game. 3 completions coming into this one, and 2 of them were for touchdowns. Fires over the middle, and it is caught. Sam Pizzell, the tight end, picking it off the turf, and CB East says, we ain't done quite yet. They cut the deficit to 13, and it's 41-28. That is our 9th total touchdown of this game. Now check that, make it our 10th with 2:17 to play here in the third quarter. It's our 9th on offense. Of course, he had the 1 special team score. Patriots looking to cut the deficit to 11. They'll go for 2 again. Pulford rolls, pumps, and throws an interception. Luke Howell, who's been all over the place, came away with that football. And so the 2-point try does not work out this time around, and it remains at a 13-point game. 2:17 remaining third quarter. I'll let you know there's great food, fine spirits, and good times. They're always on the menu at the Irish Rover Station House in Langhorne, opposite the SEPTA train station. The Irish Rover Station House, your home for all Philly sports, and happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. You can find them at 1033 South Bellevue Avenue. PIAA District 1 is looking for officials for all sports. If you're interested, visit PIAA.org. Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. Right now, Peruzzi Buick GMC, there's a year-end clearance sale going on GMC Sierras. 20% off MSRP on Peruzzi's entire inventory of Sierras. Buick's offered at 0.9% financing and up to $3,000 off MSRP. You can find them Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. CB East hanging around. They get the touchdown after it had been a disastrous start to the third quarter. They'll go for another onside kick. Mike Sassano's got this one. And then he gets essentially shielded by some of his upmen. Brock Williams, Dan McGarity. They were both in there shielding Sassano, making sure that that football stayed right where it was. So Neshaminy had a botched onside kick earlier in this one. Skins have not been stopped on offense. 6 drives, 6 touchdowns. Can they go 7 for 7? They'd have to go 61 yards. Eckert will keep, and on 1st and 10, he gets wrapped up after a modest gain. Tim Furmeister got him around the shoulder pads, and it's a pickup of 5 to the 44.
Good read there by Eckert. Knew Carter Klee, if he was going to get that ball, may have lost yardage on the carry. As Eckert at least gets a couple positive yards forward. Set up a 2nd and short.
2nd and 5. Eckert back to pass. Faces a blitz. Hits Williams on a slant route. 1st down. He's across the 50. Williams stays in bounds. Splits defenders. And somersaults ahead across the 35 to the 33. We've seen some relatively quiet games recently from Williams. Just 2 catches last week. But he's been the guy. He's been Eckert's favorite target and then some tonight. He's already got a pair of touchdowns. And he's over 100 yards receiving. 1st and 10 to the ground. Klee just keeps those legs moving, and that's a hard-earned 7 yards for Carter Klee. They'll say he didn't earn that 7th, so it's 2nd down and 4 after a pickup of 6. Clock rolling inside of a minute here in quarter number 3. Neshaminy's offense continues to roll. This could be the final play of the third. 2nd and 4. Eckert pumps, fires, pass complete. Bobby Lagler's got the first down, and he's into the red zone to the 15. So Lagler with his third catch of the quarter. Clock will continue to run. Neshaminy does not have to run this play. And I'd be a little surprised if they do, considering they're nursing a 2-score lead. Offense kind of just standing around. Don't look like they're going to get set. They're just going to come off the field. So 36 minutes down, 12 to go. Neshaminy driving. They're on top 41-28, looking to stay perfect on offense and going for their 7th touchdown. 4th quarter of action when we come back on WBCB.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
4th quarter here from Patriot Field. Neshaminy on top 41-28. Looking for touchdown number 7. 1st and 10. Handoff, it's Klee, and he's got nowhere to go. Sacked up that time by the 6'4 junior, Dan Kirk. Well, everybody on this defensive line for CB East is at least 6'1" and at least 235 pounds. That one goes for a loss of 2, and it's 2nd down and 12. Eckert's already thrown 4 touchdowns in this game. Here's a pitch, and it goes awry. Brock Williams has to race back to fall on top of it. Not a great pitch that time from Eckert, as Nick Felis wanted to get Williams utilized in the run game. And now it's 3rd down and forever, and Neshaminy's perfect game is in jeopardy.
An 18-yard loss for the Skins. Their biggest of the night.
This is 3rd and 28. They've got a pair of touchdowns on 3rd and 16. Why not 3rd and 28, right?
You don't need all 28 yards on this play either.
They'll set up the screen. They play it safe. It's Carter Klee looking to make defenders miss and couldn't make enough of them miss. And now 4th and forever from the 24. You're kind of in no man's land. Do you just throw up a Hail Mary? It looks like Neshaminy's offense is going to stay out there.
4th down.
You know Nick Felis wants the perfect game to keep going. And if CB East can get the stop, they got to be feeling pretty good about what the position they're in. 4th and forever. Eckert. He'll stall, he'll roll, he'll just throw it short, and it's caught by Lagler, and that helps in the field position battle. CB East will take over. So if you're in Neshaminy, you at least now give your defense a little better positioning. And if you're the Patriots, you got to be feeling like we're right back in this game. They were down by 19. They sustained the drive. They put up 6 points, and now their defense holds. And they get the football back with 9:49 to go.
Yeah, this game is far from over. Still plenty of time. Neshaminy with all 3 of their timeouts, CB East with 2. And if they have another sustaining drive, Jordan, here, Neshaminy will get the ball back at least one more time, minimum. But things could get interesting if CB East puts up points here on this drive, but they got a long way to go to do that.
This drive starts on their own 13. Pulford back to the air, letting it fly, and it's incomplete. Mike Sassano came away with it, but he was out of bounds. Pass intended for the tight end, Sam Pizzell. Well, Pulford doesn't throw it often, but when he does, he always has his eyes downfield. And I'll tell you what, he throws a pretty accurate ball as well. That one was really in a position where it was either my guy gets it or nobody gets it. Brings up 2nd and 10. Pizzell in motion. Pulford back to the ground, and he is swarmed upon. Rocco Gregory once again, these linebackers for Neshaminy wreaking havoc. Gregory and Luke Howell, the dynamic duo reunited after a couple of weeks with Howell on the shelf. I haven't even really called Carson Schneider's name a whole lot. It's been the 2 outside guys.
You assume Schneider's been double-teamed a lot of the time by the O-line, and why not? One of Neshaminy's best defensive linemen.
3rd and 10. Screen pass. It's complete. It's Cole Wojnicki. He tumbled forward. He's close. He's got the first. And so CB East just continues to excel on 3rd down. Owen Schwartz was on the turf there for a little bit, but he pops back up. Really, the only reason that East has been able to hang around is their prowess on 3rd down. Both teams have really had no problems. But now 1st and 10, clock rolling, 8.5 to go. Pulford looking to make something out of nothing, and he cannot. Brought down for a loss. Milo makes an Owen Schwartz. It's a loss of 3, and now 2nd and 13. And if you're CB East, you're glad that you're converting on 3rd down, but down 2 possessions with just 8 minutes left, you'd probably like to get the ball down the field a little bit more and play in front of the sticks and not have to convert on 3rd down. There's the reverse play to Tommy Seiler, carries it to the 25. And so that gets 7 yards, or I should say 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. For those of you that have been sticking with us since the first half and would like an update on the moth that was in the booth, just been sitting up there on the ceiling. I think it's taking a nap. It's missing a lot of action, Nick.
It has been.
It's missing a really good game. 3rd and 8. Pulford over the middle. Wide open Sam Pizzell. Across the 50 he goes. And East continues to show no fear with their backs against the wall. Well, there's that big play they needed. They're into Neshaminy territory.
Arguably, Pulford's best throw of the night so far. And back when the Patriots needed something to happen.
Set up in 1st and 10. And really nothing there on that inside handoff. Liam Hoey got the football. It goes for no gain, and now 2nd and 10. I am impressed, Nick, with the bounce back of this Neshaminy rushing defense. Gave up 143 yards last week against Penridge, and CB East was doing whatever they wanted in the first quarter, but since then, Neshaminy's had a lot of the answers. And if East wants to keep handing it off, the Skins will take that. The running clock is their friend. Pulford, he'll follow Liam Hoey. He'll dash ahead. He's to the 40. And a gain of 7 on second down makes this third down try a little easier.
He brought down by number 34, Luke Howell. Third down and 3.
Patriots are going to need another chunk play here. I mean, you got to move the ball forward more. Clock again still running to approach the 5.5-minute mark.
Sometimes that's the problem with a team like this, like CB East. You're run, and you're really good at it. But when you're trying to come back, the clock just keeps moving. This was a backwards pass, and Tommy Seiler thought about letting it fly. Instead, he'll just carry it forward for the first down. How deep is John Donnelly's playbook? It seems like we're seeing all the tricks.
And even just the attempts are fun to see because you just never know what can happen. Neshaminy really not ready for the amount of trick plays. And you're down a couple scores, Jordan, in late stages of the game. Anything is on the table.
CB East set up at the Neshaminy 34. Pulford with a give. Hoey has some space, bounces off of a couple of would-be tacklers, and takes it to the 20, and that's a hard-earned 14 yards.
Brought down by number 15, Mike Fasano. That's enough for a CBE first down from the 20-yard line.
Hoey kind of limped off after that play, and now Tim Gorman, the senior, back in there. He'll get the football, and that's 1 yard and then a cloud of dust. Even though there is, of course, no dust with all these high school fields now being turf. 1 yard and a cloud of pellets.
Yeah, actually, that is yeah.
That's the 2025 version.
You know, another big touchdown call this season or in the future, but I want you to go with that one. Leaving him in a cloud of pellets.
Pulford will keep it himself this time. And he's across the 20 to the 16, so third down and 6. The CB East again, another third down opportunity. But they continue to try to ground and pound, and while this drive that started back on their 13, it's been real successful so far, but it's also chewing up a lot of clock, down to just 3.5 minutes in a 13-point game. East looking to hang around. Pulford, there's the jump pass, and it's high and incomplete. In the direction of Pizzell once again. And that brings up 4th and 6. And this is essentially your game. CB East needs this conversion if they want to stay alive. 3:22 on the clock. Be interesting to see what they do here. 4th and 6. Do you go to the air or do you keep it with the old reliable ground and pound? Pulford rolls, fires, it's complete. It's a first down and more, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown CB East, Owen Gratz. And the Patriots stay alive and then some on 4th and 6. And this is a one-score game once again. It's 41-34. 11 total touchdowns in this one. Credit the Patriots. They trailed by 19 earlier in this second half. And a team that doesn't really score a whole lot of points, that was an opportunity to get up to 35.
Mind you, that was a 4th down touchdown going 15 yards to Owen Gratz in the key stages of this game.
The extra point is good, and it's a 6-point game. CB East has 2 timeouts, Neshaminy has 3. I'll let you know there's great food, fine spirits, and good times that are always on the menu at the Irish Rover Station House in Langhorne, opposite the SEPTA train station. The Irish Rover is your home for all Philly sports and happy hour every Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. PIAA District 1 is looking for officials for all sports. If you're interested, visit PIAA.org. and Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. Right now at Peruzzi, it's a year-end clearance sale on GMC Sierras, 20% off MSRP on Peruzzi's entire inventory of Sierras. Buicks offered at 0.9% financing and up to $3,000 off MSRP. Find them Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills. Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. If you're Neshaminy, the goal is simple. Bleed out the clock, don't let CB East get the football back. If you're the East defense, by any means necessary, you want to get it back into the hands of Hunter Pulford.
Well, before we can even get to that, don't rule out any more tricks from this Patriot team tonight. We've already seen an onside kick be recovered for them back in the first half. And you're only down 6 points here. You're desperate with 3 minutes to go. You know if you give it back to Neshaminy, they have a chance to ice the game.
Nobody's really back deep for Neshaminy. Sassano and Brock Williams are backpedaling at the 25. Wojnicki will send it away. And it's going to check up. It's a good kick. Williams surveys and gets brought down around the 10. Joe O'Leary with the hit. And the Patriots just continue to win the special teams battle. They got that successful onside kick, the kickoff return touchdown, and now here they pin Neshaminy inside their own 10, or right at the 10. But if you're the Skins, this is probably just going to be a heavy dose of Carter Clee. 3:09 on the clock. CB East can stop the clock twice.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to go deep twice to just really ice this game.
Play action, Eckert. Full speed ahead, and he's brought down at the 14, and that's a gain of 4. John Donnelly not electing to call the timeouts yet. And now with the play clock at 30, Neshaminy doesn't have to run a play until about 2:20 on the clock. The Skins have utilized the hurry-up offense a bunch tonight. And right now, they could have a bit of a change of pace. Trying to take as much time off the clock as they can. Williams goes in motion. Eckert hands it off. It's Clee looking for a seam, and none opened up. And just like that, it's 3rd down, and now we'll get a timeout called by CB East. 2:16 to play, big 3rd down coming up for the Skins. We'll have it for you on the other side here on WBCB.
Winter weather is near, and 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County will make sure your home is ready for any harsh winter conditions. Whether it's heater replacement, repair, boilers, or furnaces, their top-notch service will make sure you'll never be left out in the cold with 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Call them today, 267-606-1622. That's 267-606-1622 for 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Your trusted heating and cooling expert in Bucks County for over 30 years. 1 hour heating and air conditioning. 267-606-1622.
2:16 to go, and it's 3rd and 3 for Neshaminy. A 1st down, and CB East can only stop the clock one more time. Patriots defense looking for a stop and then a chance to win it. Eckert, who's been so good through the air, he's got 4 touchdown passes. He's going to take off. He looks to run, and he's stopped short. And the Patriot defense will hold and force the 3 and out. And Neshaminy has scary moments now. A team that was once up by 19 will need one more defensive stop. John Donnelly not using his final timeout. And the clock could roll down to about 1:30 before Neshaminy would have to snap this. This is the Skins' first punt of the game. Tristan Rivera will punt it away. Play clock's at 2, and now we've got a whistle. And I believe Nick Felis used his first timeout, and he did. Clock stops at 1:28. We'll step aside one more time. CB East gets the football back, a chance to win it when we come back.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
88 seconds to play. CB East set to get the football back, trailing by 6 in this offensive showcase. 41-35. This is the first punt of the game for the Skins. Low snap, handled by Rivera. I think it might have been partially blocked. And then it rolls like a watermelon out of bounds at the 37. And Neshaminy only nets 19 yards on that punt. And the CB East offense that has scored on their last 2 possessions since they trailed 41-22 has a minute and 22 and 1 timeout. They need to go 37 yards to tie the game, and then an extra point could win it.
Well, I'm surprised Neshaminy decided not to pass on that drive, considering how much they've had success this year and tonight.
Drive will actually begin from the 38, and it's a pitch play. Seiler, he wants to throw. He's airing it out. It's dangerous. It's tipped around. Who's got it? Neshaminy, Tristan Rivera with the game-sealing pick. CB East went back into their bag of tricks. And TR6 is going to run over to his student section and celebrate as Neshaminy is going to survive. Man, oh man, did this game just have a little taste of everything.
How poetic it is for Neshaminy. Last week's game came down to a Hail Mary attempt by Michael Eckert into the back corner of the end zone. This week, Neshaminy on defense does it themselves, gets that interception back to seal their 6th victory of the season and equal their win total from a year ago.
And how about this for poetic justice, Nick? So you talk about, right, the way the game ended last week with the interception. It was Chase Klontz of Penridge. He tipped the ball up to himself to make that pick in the end zone. And right there, 7 days later, Tristan Rivera, with the tip drill, comes down with the game-sealing interception. In a game that had a completely different personality than last week, it's going to end in basically the exact same fashion.
I mean, that's just crazy how much can change in a week in the high school football season. A game, too, Jordan. I mean, 41-35 does not really unveil the story of what Neshaminy did offensively tonight. Slowed down in the 4th quarter. But credit to the Patriots for keeping neck and neck with Neshaminy till the bitter end.
The CB East calls one more timeout. But Neshaminy is going to get the bounce-back win they needed. They'll just have to take one more kneel down and end it. Our player of the game, by the way, it's going to be Brock Williams, over 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Find that interview shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast on our YouTube Shorts page and on Instagram at WBCB_SN. Skins scored 7 points last week, and they score 6 touchdowns here tonight en route to their 6th victory of the season. They improved to 6-2 and 4-1 in divisional play. The Patriots will drop to 5-3. They are now 2-3 in the SOL National.
A big victory for Neshaminy to get back some power points in the standings as they look ahead to a matchup with CB South next week on the road. A 3-4 CB South team. But you can never underestimate these CB teams, Jordan, no matter the records and everything. I mean, we saw tonight a 5-2 team matching up against one another. But Neshaminy, a tough task next week again on the road. And as for the as for CB East and the Patriots, a tough on-the-road matchup against the Penridge Rams next week, and that's not going to be an easy task for them as they try to get some points back tonight and finish their season against CB West in 2 weeks.
So Neshaminy survives. They get the 6-point win. Michael Eckert throws 4 touchdowns. Carter Klee runs in 2 more. I'd like to thank our sponsors one more time, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, St. Mary Medical Center, Jennifer Shoren for DA, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, Rob's Automotive and Collision, BCWSA, Fred Herron for Sheriff, Kent's Tree Service, The N Club, Sandy's Beef and Ale, Peruzzi Buick GMC, PIAA District 1, the Irish Rover Station House, and the Trentonian. Neshaminy gets the win 41-35 here on the road. One final time for the entire crew, from our broadcast partner Nick Gallagher, who also helped out by doing the camera work tonight. For our producer Brianne O'Neill, my name's Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching and have a great night, everybody.